Hey guys, so we're here back again with another review, and today we'll be taking a look at the Super 7 Ultimates Conan the Barbarian. Pits fight Conan! Ah! So without further ado, let's get into it. Alrighty guys, this is episode 4. Today we're taking a look at Pits fight Conan! Ah! He is from the first wave of Super 7 Ultimate figures based off the Conan the Barbarian movie. Now, we are going to be getting a shirtless version of this guy a little bit later this year. I have that on pre-order as well as the kind of serpentine Thulsa Doom that's all kind of looks like the Snake Men from Motu, to be honest with you. But I digress. We are going to be taking a look at this entire wave this week. I don't actually have them all. Mr. Brian, a.k.a. the Old Man, was nice enough to loan me Raxar and Thorgrim to review. So those videos will be a little less polished because I was a little bit pressed for time. But let's just kick things off with aesthetics and articulation for this handsome devil right here. I will say the likeness is pretty good. Looks like Arnold. I won't do that this entire video, but damn, it's going to be tempting. So, he's got his little spiked helmet there. Really cool. He's got this kind of fabric piece draped off the back. He's got long hair, kind of sculpted on the inside of it as well. Or is this his hair? I don't know. He's got two braids here. I can tell what that is. He does have an amulet here. Be careful with this thing when you are swapping the heads, because you could tear it. So just be mindful of that. It does stay in place, though, so you don't got to worry about that per se. He's got these little spiked bracelets here and here. He's got some buzzy boots. And basically your standard kind of Motu Classic style body buck. It's just Conan. Okay, I won't do that again for a little bit, anyways. Tee-hee. Articulation on this guy. He's got a swivel in the head. He does look up and down a little bit, not a lot. I think they need to improve the double ball peg in the heads for these guys. Sometimes they work good, sometimes they don't work for shit. So, what are you gonna do? Shoulders go out to the side, about a right angle to the body. So that works. You can move him back down. You can rotate him forward and back. His vest is going to hinder articulation in the shoulders a little bit because it is a stiffer material, but you can work around it. He's got a swivel at the bicep. Single hinge at the elbow. I actually wouldn't mind seeing him put some double jointed elbows or maybe some pinless joints into the elbows and knees for these figures because they do command a pretty high price. These are like, what, $45 a piece or something? I think they could step up the engineering a little bit. He does have swivel and hinged wrists. He has an ab crunch, but you're not going to use it. Period. And what's funny is that this guy, you can't utilize the ab crunch at all, whereas Thorgrim, is it Thorgrim? I don't know, the good guy sidekick, has a cut in his fur piece, because I think it's just his torso, to allow him to crunch forward and back. So I kind of wish they did that for Conan here, but he is... It works. The ab crunch works. It's just you ain't getting poop out of that. He does have a waist swivel, though. His hips can kick out to the side. I will say they got some of the best range as far as the hips go in the game. I mean, look at that. That's like a perfect right angle right there. And then he can kick forward and back. He's got a thigh cut. Single joint at the knee. Can kick about 90 degrees. Then he's got a hinge in the foot with a rocker joint. Now, I will say also on the other two characters, I actually recorded their videos first. Rexar and Thorgrim had a lot of stuck joints, but Conan here and even Thulsa Doom, who we'll be looking at tomorrow, do not. At least mine didn't. I don't know if Mr. Brian's did, but Yeah, their joints all seem to work fine. No boot swivel. Kind of wish there was, but whatever. And he does have peg holes on the bottom of his feet. So, there you go. Um, Basically, a Arnold Schwarzenegger style Conan on the Motu Classics body. And if you like that sort of thing, this is really cool. I like it because there's not a lot of Conan movie figures, so gotta take what you can get. Oh, that being said, let's move on to the accessories. Moving on to the accessories and bird fights counting. Okay, I said I wasn't gonna do that, but I lied. Comes with quite the spread for one of these figures. I mean, that's a hell of a lot of stuff there. So, yeah, he only comes with an arsenal of shit. So, well, I guess we better get started here. First and foremost, he comes with his trademark sword, which he got off the, I believe, what is it, the Atlantean King? Kind of cool if they made that figure, but it's mostly just a skeleton dude and a throne, I believe. I don't know, it's been a while since I've seen this movie. Like, years and years and years. This is a cool sword. I look forward to giving it to a Mythic Legions figure, because I will not be displaying it with this figure. I'll tell you why in a minute. Next up, he comes with the broken version of the ram. Is that the ram skull sword, or is that a deer skull down there? I don't know now. I thought Raxor came with this sword. I recorded that video before this one, so forgive anything I misquote in that video, but I thought this was the sword he came with, only it wasn't broken. So now I don't know whose this is. Well, I believe it's supposed to be Conan's dad's sword, right? But it is broken. I hope we get one that's not broken. That'd be awesome. Because that would look sick with a Mythic Legion. Heck, it still would. It's just kind of a short sword. I don't know. I think it's too short. Even to be used as a blunt weapon. Now these, not these, these right here, I'm totally giving these to one of my goblins. These look awesome. These are little glaive kind of pieces, weapons. And basically make you like Wolverine. You can stab the shit out of somebody. I love these. These are awesome. I'm definitely giving those. Maybe to that little kind of tanky goblin gonks. And then he comes with these, which he was actually packaged with. These little kind of glaives here. Or gauntlets with little spades on the ends of them. And these are what I'm going to display mine with. Not just because he was packaged with them, but because I think they are the most specific to that scene, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, that's pretty much why I'm going that route. And then he also has a head. That was terrible. Let me give it another shot. There we go. Head. And, it's all screaming and stuff. It looks awesome, man. But I was never a fan of screaming heads. The first Conan Super7 had a screaming head also. But you all know I prefer the closed mouth heads on most of my figures. Sometimes I go with the open mouth. But this is cool, just not my thing. So with that being said, let's take a look at some size comparisons. Taking a look at some size comparisons, here's Bit Fight Counting. Next to the Motu Classics Rebel Leader He-Man with a Rebel Yale, based off the William Stout concept art for the Mess of the Universe movie, of course, also done by Super7, funny enough. And then Thulsa Doom from the same wave of Conan the Barbarian Ultimates. We'll be taking a look at him tomorrow. Up next here he is next to a couple other Conan action figures I have. We have the Toy Biz legendary comic book heroes Frank Frazetta style Conan, and funny enough, the Super7 Ultimates Conan based off the old Marvel comics, I believe. And last but certainly not least, got our two regulars, the Mythic Legions Brother Mandibulus, still without his right arm, but you know what? Who really cares? And the Mortal Kombat 11 Spawn. So with that being said, time to wrap things up with some final thoughts. overall, and while this is not my preferred look for Arnie as Conan, at least from this movie, we are getting that version later this year, as I said before. I really like this figure, and he comes with a lot of cool accessories that I'm going to use with Mythic Legions. So, win-win? Maybe a triple win? Either way, super awesome figure and super sold out. So I would recommend it, but not for eBay prices because that is insane. By insane, I mean, well, probably pushing $100 plus at this point. It's been a while since I checked. I will say, though, I hope Super7 continues delivering awesome Conan product like the Marvel Comics one. Again, I think it's Marvel Comics that came out last year. This one, the ones coming out later this year based off the Arnold Schwarzenegger Conan movies. And I would like to see a Jason Momoa Conan. Good old Aquaman, because he did a Conan movie about 10 years ago, and I thought it was really cool. And if you got a problem with that, well, suck it, because I also like the modern Clash of the Titans. So, yeah, sue me. I don't care. I like cool-looking shit. But with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Don't forget to like this video, hit that subscribe button, and the notification bell so you know whenever I upload more reviews like this one. I'm going to be taking a look at Those of Doom tomorrow, and as always, hit me up on Instagram at Overlord Productions. Same profile pic as the channel. I post, well, when I upload a video over there. And I also do live unboxings. Didn't do any of these figures. Probably should have. Would have made for good content. But, you know, shit takes time. But with that being said, as always, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of this figure, if you got this figure, if you missed out on this figure. And as always, keep the comments civil, because the world sucks enough as it is. Especially when shit like this sells out, because this is cool right here. This right here, it's fantastic. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later.